And then something that comes up on your exam all the time is calculus. Here we are going to be looking at quadratic function in the light of calculus. So let's see. On the third night, the quadratic function, so here we have a function, and they are still saying that the value of x is between values of 0 and 8, was used to model wind speed. Now, what does that mean? That the value of y here, which is called g, that is the wind speed, or the speed of wind. And then at the same time, location over the 8-hour period between midnight and 8. So value of x here, which is just x, is the time, is the number of hours after midnight. So the first part, we have to solve the quadratic equation to find the 2 times, meaning finding the value of x, when the wind speed, meaning value of y, was what? Exactly 24. Okay, so that's what we do. We replace our y with 24 and then the rest of the function. So how do we solve that? We know at this stage that once you have a letter to the power of 2 in any of your calculation, what do you think about minus b formula? But in order to use minus b formula, on one side of your equation have to be 0. So before we can proceed, we have to take that 24 and move to the other side of the equation. What happened? Then we change the sign to the opposite, isn't it? When we move an item from one side of the equation to the other side of the equation. And then we put in our calculator plus 9 minus 24, and we get that is minus 15. So now we are identifying our A, B, and C so that we can use it in our formula. Actually, let's get our formula from the table. That is on our, I'm going the wrong direction in my table. What page is that? Page 20, if I remember correctly, there it is. So minus b formula, we have it in our maths table. In order to use this formula, what do I need? Let's move that a bit. What do I need? I need to know what is a, b, and c in my equation. So a number that stands beside x to the power of 2, in this case, what? Minus 1. We know when there is not a number in front of a letter, we have 1. Then b, number that stands beside x, so in our case, that's 8. And c, number at the end that doesn't have x beside it, that is 15. Don't forget that that minus goes with the number. Okay, so let's do our calculation. So x equal fraction line. When you are putting that minus b formula in your calculator, start with the fraction line. So we have minus, then b value, our b is 8, then plus minus, because we are going to be running that into version, b again, which is 8 to the power of 2, then we have minus 4, multiplied by value of a, in our case, that's minus 1, multiplied by value of c, that's in our case minus 15, and everything is divided by 2 multiplied by a again, which is minus 1. And we put one version with plus, and we get 3. And then we put that, we just go back again, remove that plus, change it to minus, and then we get 5. So there are the two values. So the answer here is that wind of 24 was between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. And then the next part of the question, that's where we are using the calculus. So here they are saying use differentiation, meaning what? Create derivative. That is our part of calculus. To do what? To find the time. So meaning to find the value of x in this case, isn't it? That's one thing. When the wind of speed was at its maximum. So that's the key word. I will talk about it in a minute. And find. So second thing, what do I have to find? Find that maximum wind speed. So find the value of y accordingly. So now they are very good because they are saying use differentiation. However, if they didn't say in your exam, use differentiation, if the only thing they say maximum, so if you see the word maximum or minimum in the context of the question, or could be greatest or the least, you know that this is where we are going to be creating derivative. In 2, we're going to take that derivative and equal to 0. In 3, we're going to find the value of x, that is our first point. And in 4, we're going to take that x back to the original function, not derivative, and therefore find the value of y. That's our second point we have to do. Okay, so how do we derive our function? So just let me write it again. That my g of x, which equal minus x to the power of 2. I don't know why the letters are disappearing on me here. Minus 2 x plus 8x, and then plus 9. So how do we do that? We take each element separate, isn't it, to derive. Now we know that 9, meaning number that doesn't have x beside it, that goes into 0 in the process of creating derivative, process of differentiation. Then when you have x with no power, or we can say power of 1, derivative of that will be what? That number that stands beside x, in our case 8. So the only thing we are applying the formula that is in our table, and the formula is saying when you have x to the power, how do you change that? You take that power in the front, followed by x, and then that power minus 1. So my power of 2 will go down by 1, will become power of 1. What happens with the number if we have a number in front of x is crosses over. Now our number that we have here is what? Minus 1 actually, isn't it? Then followed by that power 2, then followed by x, and we understand when we take 2 minus 1, we're going to have 1, the power of 1. And then the next part of that derivative is 8. And then we have 0. So there it is. We created derivative, step 1 done. Step 2, we equal that derivative to 0. Minus 2x plus 8, and then next we are solving for x. So here we have option, either we move 8 to the other side or we move 2 minus 2x. I'm going to move 2 minus 2x so that it becomes positive plus 2x. And then this side of the equation I am left with 8. Now I want value of x, not 2 multiplied by x. Therefore what do? I divide both sides of the equation by 2. And 8 divided by 2, that is 4. So I did find the first part, the time, the value of x, when that wind is at maximum. Now, in order to find the actual speed of wind, to find that value of y, I go back to the original function, and we're going to be replacing x with 4. That means we're going to have minus, and now instead of x, we put 4 to the power of 2, then plus 8, and again multiply instead of x 4, and then plus 9. And we put all of that in our calculator, press equal, and we get that that is 25. That is the speed of the wind, 25 kilometers an hour.